The shocking death of Menglong, a mystery that shattered millions. It started as a whisper in the early hours of the morning. A rumor passed between anonymous fan accounts on social media. Something has happened to you, Menglong. Within minutes, hashtags exploded across platforms. Fans in Beijing, Seoul, Los Angeles, and Paris typed in disbelief. Surely it was just another baseless rumor. Menglong, the idol, the actor, the singer who could melt hearts with his voice and bring characters to life on screen, could not simply be gone. But by noon, official news networks confirmed what no one wanted to believe. Beloved global star Menglong found dead in his Shanghai residence under mysterious circumstances. Authorities investigating possible foul play. The words hit like lightning. Screenshots of the news flashed across the world, and millions of fans collapsed into denial, confusion, and grief. Forums overflowed with messages of heartbreak. No, this can't be true. Someone tell me this is a nightmare. Why him? Why now? But the truth was harsher than anyone could bear. Police reports described an unsettling picture. Menglong's body had been discovered late at night by his personal assistant after he failed to answer calls. The apartment showed no signs of forced entry. Nothing appeared stolen, yet there was something chilling in the details. A glass of red wine, still half full, sat untouched on the table. The curtains were drawn, though you never slept without the city lights shining in. And near his hand on the cold floor lay a single white card with no writing except for one phrase. The stage is over. Speculation exploded. Some said it was suicide, others insisted it was staged. But the police confirmed what everyone feared: this was murder. Within hours, candlelight vigils appeared in every corner of the globe. Fans sang his songs in trembling voices, holding up photos of him smiling, alive, radiant. Actors and musicians who had worked with him gave broken statements. He was more than a colleague, he was family. The more people mourned, the louder the questions grew. Who could have wanted Menglong dead? And why leave such a cryptic message? Shanghai police formed a special task force, but the mystery only deepened. The security cameras in Yu's building had been disabled for exactly 1 hour, the window of his death. The wine contained no poison, no drugs. His body bore no marks of struggle. The killer was precise, professional, almost theatrical. And then came the twist. Investigators discovered that Yu had been receiving threatening letters for months, written in an eerily poetic style. Lines like, "When the final curtain falls, the applause will be for me." Fans had never heard of this. Management had never disclosed it. And now, the suspicion was unbearable. The media swarmed around every name connected to Menglong. A jealous co-star, a betrayed business partner, a fan whose obsession turned dangerous. But one suspect stood out. Yu had been seen only weeks earlier in a heated argument outside a music studio with someone fans knew well, a longtime collaborator and supposed friend. Witnesses reported raised voices, accusations of betrayal, and Yu storming away. When asked, this collaborator denied everything. "I loved him like a brother," he said on live TV, eyes wet. "I would never hurt him." Yet the fans weren't convinced. Everywhere you looked, Menglong's face was there. His last interviews, his unfinished projects, his radiant laugh. The idea that someone had stolen him away filled the world with rage. Online, theories multiplied. Some swore the killer was inside his management company. Others believed it was a rival from the entertainment industry. Darker theories spoke of secret societies, of hidden debts, of enemies no one knew he had. But the truth was far more personal. 3 weeks later, police called a press conference. The world held its breath. The chief investigator stepped to the podium and uttered the words that froze millions of hearts. "The evidence has led us to one conclusion. The killer of Menglong was not a stranger. It was someone from his inner circle, someone he trusted." Gasps erupted in the room. Reporters shouted questions. Cameras flashed. The name revealed was devastating. The killer was his closest friend and manager of over a decade, the man fans had often seen at his side, smiling in the background, guarding him from the chaos of fame. Why? The motive was greed, wrapped in betrayal. Investigations uncovered financial fraud within news accounts. His manager had siphoned millions over the years, certain you would never notice. But you had found out. He had confronted him. He had threatened to go public. The killer, cornered, chose silence over exposure. He planned the murder carefully, timing it with surgical precision, erasing evidence, leaving only the chilling calling card. The stage is over. It wasn't just murder. It was betrayal of the cruelest kind. When the truth broke, fans collapsed into fresh grief. The idea that the one person you trusted most was the one who ended his life. It was too much to bear. Social media burned with rage, heartbreak, and disbelief. He died at the hands of someone he called family. How can trust exist in this world if even he wasn't safe? Candlelit vigils grew larger. Tributes poured in from every corner of the world. His songs shot back to the top of the charts. His dramas streamed endlessly. His smile immortalized in the hearts of millions. The killer was arrested, but the trial hardly mattered to fans. Justice, no matter how harsh, could not bring him back. Months later, documentaries chronicled his life, his rise to stardom, his charm, and the betrayal that ended it. Fans wore white ribbons as symbols of remembrance, and across the world, murals of Yu Menglong's face were painted, smiling, eternal. They called him the star who never faded. Even in death, his legacy grew brighter. The death of Yu Menglong was more than a tragedy. It was a story that revealed the darkest side of fame, the cruelty of betrayal, and the fragility of trust. But for his fans, his memory was not defined by his final night. It was defined by the years he gave them, the songs, the performances, the moments of joy that could never be stolen. And so, though the killer's name was carved into headlines, it was Yu's smile that lived on. The stage was not over. Not for him. Not ever. At first, it was just a single post on a fan forum buried among the usual chatter about his latest drama. His smile, his voice. The post was short, almost careless. Something has happened to Yu Menglong. Can anyone confirm? Most ignored it. Rumors like this appeared almost every month about stars, and he was no stranger to fabricated scandals. But this one spread differently. Within minutes, dozens of accounts began repeating it, resharing screenshots, adding frantic comments like, "My cousin in Shanghai says it's true," or "I heard an ambulance was outside his building last night." The air online grew heavy with unease. Fans who had just been celebrating the anniversary of his debut the night before now found themselves glued to their screens, refreshing every few seconds, their hearts in their throats. By sunrise in China, Yu Menglong was the #1 trending topic on Weibo. By mid-morning, the wave had crashed into Korea, Japan, and Southeast Asia. By the time Europe and America woke up, hashtags like #YouMenglong and #StayStrongMenglong dominated Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The confusion was total. No one knew what had happened, but everyone feared the same thing. At first, there were denials. Influential fan accounts reassured the world. Don't panic. He's fine. These are just haters spreading lies. Others posted old photos and videos of you smiling, hoping to drown out the noise with positivity. But silence from Yu's official channels made the dread worse. No denial, no appearance, not even a pre-scheduled post to cut through the storm. And then it happened. At 11:42 a.m. Beijing time, the first push notification arrived from a major Chinese news outlet. Breaking! Actor and singer Yu Menglong found dead at his Shanghai residence. Cause of death under investigation. The words burned across screens, appearing in red banners, flashing on phones, exploding in group chats. Within seconds, international outlets picked it up. Chinese idol Yu Menglong dies at 36. Fans in shock as rising star found dead. Global icon Menglong gone too soon. The world froze. In dorm rooms across Seoul, teenage fans clutched their phones and cried silently, unable to believe the boy whose posters covered their walls was gone. In Paris, fans gathered in cafes, staring at live streams, some openly sobbing into their coffee. In Los Angeles, university students who had discovered his dramas on streaming sites huddled together, whispering, "This can't be real. This has to be fake." The internet became a living, breathing storm of grief. On TikTok, videos of Yu's past interviews flooded feeds. Him laughing shyly when asked about his dreams, him holding a guitar and softly singing late into the night, him looking into the camera with those familiar, warm eyes that seemed to speak directly to each fan's heart. Under every video, the comments were the same. "Please say this isn't true." "I can't breathe." "Not him. Please not him." Twitter turned into a river of heartbreak. Fans from Brazil to Turkey tweeted in broken English, desperate to connect with others feeling the same ache. "We are crying together. He was light in our life." In Beijing, his fan clubs rushed to organize vigils. Outside his apartment building, hundreds of people appeared within hours, holding candles, flowers, and handwritten letters. Many stood silently, their faces wet with tears, whispering his name like a prayer. The news channels played the same clip over and over. Police cars outside his high-rise, the flashing lights reflecting against the glass, the blurred image of a stretcher wheeled out in the middle of the night. Reporters spoke with hushed, trembling voices. Authorities have confirmed the body of beloved actor and singer Menglong was discovered last night, by his assistant. No further details have been provided. Out of respect for the family, officials are withholding certain information. However, they have stated that foul play is being considered. The phrase "foul play" ignited a second wave of hysteria. This wasn't just tragic. This was sinister. People begged for clarity. Fans spammed his agency's official account. "Tell us this is fake. Please speak up. He can't be gone." But the agency remained silent, issuing only a cold statement hours later. "We are deeply saddened to confirm the passing of our artist Menglong. We ask for privacy as investigations continue." Those